you're obviously kind of just like so well known around here. You've been here a long time. I'm just kind of wondering what's it like for you going down to Panera, or if you're just going around town. You just notice like legitimately everywhere.
I think all the guys on the team are. That's one thing you definitely feel when you're in Oklahoma City is it feels like everybody is a Thunder fan. I know there's plenty of people who probably aren't, but when you go out, people are always stopping you and saying we're excited about the season or whatever it is. So you definitely feel that for sure.
Is there ever a time it's annoying? It can get too much. I mean, sure, there's some days you're just loving it, but there's some days you're like, man, it's just Sunday. I'm trying to get some food and get back home.
I mean, I prefer to be anonymous, so like it would be my preference that I could just go anywhere and be able to separate basketball from my personal life. But I understand that part of what makes playing here so great is the fan support. So that doesn't just end when we leave the court. So I understand that's definitely part of it, and it's much better to have that support than to not have it for sure.
And I'm sure, you face it in some different places you go, but I'm sure there are a lot of times you can go and be anonymous in different cities. How do you feel for a guy like, Kevin or Russell, where it's like they can almost go anywhere in the world and it's like a crowd following them?
Yeah, I feel for them a lot because, like I said, there's times where I'll feel a little bit of anxiety being in public, but I get like 1/100th of what those guys get, and like you said, that's everywhere. Mine is pretty much locally, where people recognize me. I can go most places in the world and people don't know. They'll see like the tall guy, but for them, I imagine that that's difficult, and it's again, it's what it's kind of comes with it though. It's the way it is, and without that, then the game wouldn't be as popular, and a lot of the really positive things about playing the NBA wouldn't be there. So it's kind of part of the job, but it's something that guys have to deal with.
We've seen some pictures on social media of you and Steven hanging out this summer. Talk a little bit about that. Is there something in Steven that you sort of, I don't know, been drawn to, or you guys have formed a fast friendship that you wanted to hang out and work out together?
Well, I really like Steven. He's very funny. He's got something to say about a lot of different things, a lot of opinions, a lot of different things. He knows a lot about the world at a young age. So he's a friend of mine, and we like hanging out. And he wanted to come see Seattle, where I was at this summer, and so he came out, worked out, and he likes to just get out and see different places, experience different things, and he spent a lot of his summer traveling, and I think that's great. I think for a young guy like that, he's single, he doesn't have any kids, he should get out and see the world, and that's what he's trying to do.
They're different opinions too, just the way he views life. I mean, just from that New Zealand quirky mentality. Is that part of it? Just the way he says stuff, and I mean, is that what kind of draws you to him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm used to how he talks now, but it's funny just to hear him talk, just because it's different. And I think after getting used to that and just getting to know the guy, he's like I said, he's a good friend of mine. He has a lot to say, and a really good guy. So he's a good friend.
Can you give us a Steven Adams impression? Do you have that accent down?
No, I'm not going to do it on camera. But it's funny, like you after you talk to him for a long time, you start to say certain things like a certain way. But I'm not going to do it on camera, no, because it would be embarrassing.
What are some of the things the way or the terms he uses that kind of have stuck maybe in your vocabulary that you found saying to somebody else?
There's just little things like. If you do something, he'll say, instead of saying thank you, he'll say good from you, and just like little things like that. There's a lot of them. It's just a different spin on the English language.
You're going to turn 35 later this season. I guess actually right before the season starts. Not a lot of guys play at 35 in the NBA, and even fewer play with the same franchise. I know obviously the franchise up and moved on you, but when you think about those two things, what does that sort of signify to you when you think about it?
Well, I first of all, I'm real appreciative to be able to be here, and thankful that things have worked out for me to continue playing at this age. I think I've done a lot of the work myself in preparation year after year in the off season. That's helped me. I don't know. It's just the way things work out sometimes. Some of it is good luck, and some of it is the work I put in, and a lot of it is the staff and everybody that we have here. It's a great place to play because everything gets taken care of to the best of their ability. So health-wise, I've had numerous surgeries now, and I've been able to come back. And I think a lot of that has to do with the medical staff and just the overall staff that Sam's put in place, and the plan that they have for all of us players has really helped me out.
You've been around for all these different type of seasons, the first season here, even seasons in Seattle. What's different about this one? The buzz surrounding it, what happened last year, new coach, does this feel a little different?
It does. I think there's a little more energy going into the season than there normally is. You're right, as a new coach, we kind of had a disappointing season last year. Guys were hurt, so it's good to have everybody back. We're looking forward to it.
All right, thanks, Nick. Appreciate you.
Thank you.